Welcome back. I'm Tyler, you're watching Scarfing Scarves, and today's episode deals with the 5 ways I like to cope with my crippling mental disease. Step 1. Don't cope at all. Contrary to the ways one might think an adult would handle a sudden downturn in mental health, I know one of my favorite ways to take on my ridiculously privileged life is to throw up my hands and set it all on fire. The flames are pretty enough to distract me from the nearby sharp objects, and lying abjectly on the floor has got to be doing some pretty interesting things to my back. The obligatory fasting that comes along free with the ride has the added benefit of distracting me from the 20 billion reasons to choke on my morning cereal, and if I wait long enough, the ensuing pass out from hunger will net me the beauty sleep I've been missing for the past 6 days. I am nothing if not glass half full. Step 2. Eat all the things. Not to risk being an idol for health and fitness, my down days like to break up the boredom with the occasional binge on foods that wouldn't be good for you even if you were suffering from malnutrition in the midst of a radioactive wasteland. Their nutrient profile is beyond laughable, and if you haven't seen a recognizable human being swell up with water weight so fast you'd swear you were looking at a shrinky dink in reverse, you haven't seen me on an ice cream bender. There's no orgy like a sugar orgy, and the shame associated is enough for even the most dignified of human beings to consider the merits of removing even the dullest of butter knives from the premises. Seriously, those paper napkins are a choking hazard, that candy dish is made of glass, and God help us all if I decide to get creative with the spoon. It would take a while, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Step 3. Exercise. Otherwise known as the run until my brain melts into a pool of self-induced exhaustion, this method is particularly likely after the orgy of ice cream and shame. Being a woman makes beauty standards an ever-present entity, and while I might enjoy running just as well on a good day, give me 5 cookies and a look at a Victoria's Secret catalog and I will run like I'm training for a transatlantic marathon. Is the fact that I've overeaten likely visible to the naked eye? No. Am I going to run like a coked-up lab rat in a battle to the death against the ever-present evil that is cheap baked goods? Yes. Yay, disfigured body images! Step 4. Share. If the above 3 don't take effect in time for me to keep my problems to myself, I make sure to take time out of my day to spread the misery around. Sure, they'll have to pull it out of me with a pair of pliers. I will deny anything is wrong until asked a minimum of 500 times, and even afterwards will be a surly piece of shit to them from then on. But even with all that support and love, I can absolutely guarantee that anyone who'd bothered will wish they hadn't. A lady simply doesn't disappoint, and if they're not fully willing to light themselves on fire and jump off a bridge by the time I'm done with them, I will feel like I haven't done my job. Thoroughness is next to godliness after all, and I like to think I'm relieving one tortured soul of my presence, one person at a time. That's my winning personality for you. Step 5. Combo breaker. Have you done everything you can? Tried every line of defense? Hid the sporks and managed to press something resembling nutrients down my throat to no effect? Congratulations! You're in for the best of the worst. Not content to destroy what little remains of your humanity in times of great stress, the growing ill that is lying in wait while you did your utmost has come to fruition, and the moment you turn your back, it will leap up, open its gaping maw, draw down on your drained, shaking form, and whisper 2 horrible words. I'm fine! No, really! I know you've done everything you could possibly do to help a woman who seems to have no perceivable problems, but really I could give 2 shits about your effort and would really like it if you shuffled off my mortal coil and let me pretend everything is hunky-dory. I will totally not seek help. Everything you've done has been in vain, and if you'd like to do this again sometime, it's only a matter of seconds before I revert back to step 1 and we can begin again on this most entertaining journey to my personal destruction once more. I'll put your name down for this Thursday, you forget everything you've heard here, and we'll go on forever and ever and ever. This has been Tyler, you've been watching Scarfing Scarves, and I'll catch you next time. Oops.